Hey guys, what is up? It is Matt, and I'm in a new studio, so it's a little cool. It's a little bit change of pace. I actually have a desk now, and it's not just some plastic little stool, so this is going to be a fun one. Today's also not a whole bunch about any real topic, but it's how to take those very real topics and to apply it. Because listen, today, whether you like to acknowledge it or not, we are at war. We are at war with the opposing political party. We're at war with the extreme leftists. We're at war with the progressives. And every conservative knows that. A big rule of mine is respect until disrespected. I am very into respect. I love respecting people. I believe that is how you should handle your way through life. But unfortunately, that has not been working out for conservatives in any debate form or anything of the such. There has never really been a conservative who society has seen as a winner because they respected and used facts and morals. It is always the leftist who disrespects, calls people bigoted and awful, hated, just hateful names that win society's choice in debate. Look at the 2012 elections. We had Romney, a stand-up, good Christian man, who, when looking at Obama, said, he's a nice man, he would not make a good president. Then you had President Obama trying to make Obama look like the most, you had President Obama trying to make Romney look like the most evil man in the world, who wants people to die of cancer and likes to hurt his dog. This is what we're dealing with. I think only a handful of people know this. Glenn Beck knows this. People like Ben Shapiro know this. Andrew Breitbart was the master at this. We are at war. And so I think the first thing we need to realize is we need to respect until we're disrespected. Because otherwise we're not going to get a point across. Again, respect your elders, but there comes a time when you have to stand up for what you truly believe in and fight for it. I think one thing that we could definitely do is, in that sense of respect until disrespected, is we're going to start to play a little bit dirty, but in that dirty play we're going to have to show common sense. Because if you notice, a whole bunch of what the leftists love to do is that they play dirty. They love to bring up their idols who are comedians, like Maher, people like him, Jon Stewart, people who are absolute clowns, and they use them as credible people. And common sense, they look up to those types of people. We're going to have to start punching below the belt. This is no more a formal event. This is now a boxing match. But instead of just throwing punches out, we're going to throw aimed punches. Common sense and respect has gotten the Republican Party nowhere. And it deeply hurts me to say this because I am, again, a person who's all about respect. But it has gotten us nowhere. The Republicans are looked on as kind of the weak sissies. And it's sad. We're seen as nut jobs, and we just sit there and we take it. This is my cry that you will fight back. I'm doing everything in my power to fight back. I could probably be doing more, and I promise to you I will be doing more. But this is not something that only one person can do. We look at Andrew Breitbart, for example. He stood up for what he believed in. He inspired many to stand up for what they believe in. But unfortunately, he's gone. And we really need to stand up, carry out what he was doing. I'm starting to write a book, and even if it's not published, it will be released one way or another, I promise you that. Even if it's not finished, what I have done will be released. And a big thing that I have in there is know what on earth you are talking about. You cannot afford to make these crazy claims like the leftists are able to do. And you want to know why? Because the burden of proof will always fall upon you. No matter what, the burden of proof will always, always, always fall upon you. And this is true in every debate I have had against a liberal. They're all about making you prove your point. They don't have to prove theirs. Society already believes them. They can say Fox is racist, evil, all the other stuff. They don't have to back it up. But right when you say one thing, you're going to have to defend that until you die. Because that's how it is. It's part of standing up and fighting for what you believe in. And we're going to do it. If you're called any of these names, racist, misogynistic, homophobic, bigoted, white supremacist things, evil, evil, evil things, you have to hit back twice as hard. Punch them where it hurts. I encourage you to use your best judgment in this, but punch back. But here's the thing. You have to make sure you're able to back it up. Because when they call you racist, let's take that for example, they aren't able to back it up, and they look like absolute loons if you actually analyze their thing. Because the leftists look at that and be like, oh yeah, well that person's a racist because this person said so. He's no longer credible. When you make these claims, you're going to have to be able to make them and then back them up. If you call someone something, you're going to have to be able to explain why, and it just makes that punch twice as hard. I ask you not to call them those evil names that I mentioned earlier. Give them something that they hate. Like Michael Moore being a capitalist. That is a punch into the big fat gut of Michael Moore. Here's the beautiful thing, we can back it up. We are living in a world of skewed media. And I know a whole bunch of leftists love to say, Fox is skewed, which I will admit it is a conservative network. And I will admit I have suffered through watching other networks such as CNN and unfortunately some MSNBC in my time. And every time I watch it, there's always propaganda and lies. For the most part. They're always pushing agenda. It's never anymore about the facts. It's now about pushing an agenda. Really, every party is about pushing an agenda. But if you spend 10 minutes on MSNBC, I promise you, you can spot out at least one agenda. Whenever you look up interviews of Republican people, they always try to make them look like evil, hated monsters. It's evil what they're doing, and we're going to have to fight back. This is the age of the internet. With the help of a couple friends, I have created this World Snews, which, while small in size, I hope will grow, and I will be able to make an impact into the media world. With Republican funnies, I have been able to gain a great following, and I hope that I've made an impact that's more comical. And that's honestly why I started World Snews, because I wanted to have something like Republican funnies, but I wanted to make it facts, not just laugh at this person, oh that was kind of funny, goof. No, we're gonna fight back against the media. This is no more time for fun and games, it's time to fight back. We are now seen as the old idiots who hate everybody, who hates everyone's rights. What are we going to do about that? Or are we just going to sit here and silently take it and watch progressives very quickly take this country into a direction that we don't want it to go in. Because that's what's happening. You're going to have to stand up. All my listeners are going to have to stand up and fight. Every impact counts, no matter if it's just volunteering at a local conservative thing, creating your own blog, getting informed, talking to your liberal friends about it. We are going to have to fight back against the liberal agenda. And that's just, it's the truth of it. And I hate it. I hate that we can no longer have respect in politics. I hate that the days of compromising are over. But they are not looking to compromise. I once wrote a paper on a side topic, compromising on gay marriage. And I said, well, I am a traditional marriage supporter. My teacher was a gay marriage supporter. And I said, okay. I wrote a paper about meeting in the middle and reforming civil unions. And do you want to know what she wrote on my paper? This is not enough. Supporters of the opposing side want more. I said, well, people on my side want more as well. But here's a compromise. Can we meet in the middle? No. The days of meeting in the middle are past. It's time to take it to the right side, the conservatives. Thank you for listening. Go out and fight. We are right now losing a war. You can help us win. God bless.